Good morning, everyone. Today I'm gonna show you about my game called Housing Boom and Bust and how to play it. But first things first, let me get you the core mechanics first. So the goal of this game is to build a housing cluster with the highest desirability. And how do you get these desirabilities? By placing tiles. So you have these housing tiles. But placing one housing tile will give you no desirability at first. You only have desirability if you place another one adjacent to it. So this becomes +1. Right. Get out of the way. Let me explain how placing tiles is not free. So there's this money system. This money system is given to every player as well as desirability to keep track of. So each player starts with 300 at first. But the tiles also have costs, which is determined by the market price. So right now each tile costs 100. However, this will increase every 15 tile placed in the board. So let's say 15 tiles are placed, it will become 300. Let's say another 15 tiles are placed, it will become 600. And if another 15 tiles is placed, it will become 1000. You get the idea. Alright, now there are of course hazards that decreases the desirability over time and every round, which is the slump tile. If you place a housing tile adjacent to the slump tile, you will be given -2 desirability every round, but you can build over it with the cost of the market price plus 500. But you also have tiles that give you more desirability if placed beside it, and that is the POI tile. This comes in two varieties, which is the mall and the park. And the last tile would be the restricted area tile. Think of it as like a less mean slum tile. It still costs the same as the slum tile, market price plus 500, but placing beside it won't give you any desirability cutoffs. It's only a very expensive tile. Alright, with that out of the way, let me show you how the game works. So let's say we have a 2-player game. So there's money. We all start with 0 desirability, but we start with 300 monies. Now each player will only be given three moves to play per round. So let's start with light green. Let's say light green moves first. So light green moves it to this POI tile. Now POI tiles gives you +2 desirability instead of +1. So right now it's +2 since I'm building adjacent to it. Why is +2 and not +3? Because one housing tile will not give you any desirability at first. And since I already placed a tile, I have to decrease my money since the current price is currently 100. So my money is now 200. I still have 2 more moves to play. So let's say I want to add more to my cluster. So now I have +1. But you don't forget to update the initial one. So it was +2 first. So it was +2 and then I had another tile, which is +3. However, I accidentally built it near a slum tile. So now I have to have -2. So I now have to have -2. Yes, 1 desirability. Which now I have 1 desirability. So now I have 1 more tile to place. So I'm gonna place it in here. So now I have no money because I already spent it all. And now I still have 1 desirability because the round hasn't ended yet. So now it's time for green. Let's say green wants it to be placed here. Now, he has 0 desirabilities at first. Oh, we also have to update money. He has 0 desirability because he only placed 1 tile. But since he is placed in 2 tiles, 2 POI tiles, he gets 4 desirabilities because it's +2. And now he gets another turn. He will probably place it here. Now he has +1 desirability and +2 for the park. So now that's 7. So that's 7 desirability. Oh yeah. He already spent it, so his one is updated to 100. Now he would also probably place it around here as well. So now he has no money to spend, but he has now have +1 desirability. Now he has +1 desirability from 7. And then +2, which makes it 11. Now he has 11 desirability while I have one desirability. So now let's get to the next round. Since I have one desirability in the last round, I will get 100. I will get 100 in monies. However, since I built in a slum, my desirability is essentially 0. So now I have one tile to place. Let's say I place it here, near the POI tile, so I get +2 desirability. So now let's add it to 2. Since I have no more money, I cannot do anything anymore. So now it's the green tile's turn. He would likely place it here, which gives him +1 desirability. So it now has 12. Then, oh yeah, before this, since he had 11, that means that his money is 1,100. 1,100. And he places it here. That means that his money is now 1,000. And let's say he wants to add it here. Now he has to decrease his desirability. Because he built next to a slum. So now his desirability is 9 from 11. But he can also buy the slum if he wants to. So let's say he buys the slum, which is market price plus 500. So now his money is 400, because the market price plus 500 is currently 600. But he still gets -2 though. So it doesn't change the fact that now his desirability is still 9. And that's the end of that round, and that's basically how the game is played. Oh yes, I forgot to mention that the game will end in 10 rounds. So the game doesn't run forever. So the developer that managed to get the highest desirability by the 10th round wins. However, this game will also end if all the boards are filled. So that's it. Thank you very much.